The scandal around Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively is just keep boosting. It's absolutely wild. It's just something that can literally blew out my mind. It's very, very embarrassing. So just let's see, two great actors got together, started to work together just to tell people the story about sexual harassment and domestic violence, about the rough, very hard story of domestic violence. And this story could happen literally to every girl, to every woman on this planet. And it doesn't matter if you're rich, well-educated, even powerful girl who fell in love with very beautiful, very handsome and impressive man, or your parents didn't even care about your daily meal, so you had to survive as you could. It doesn't matter from which world you are. It could happen to every of us, of every of you, every of woman. Oh, it's a really interesting story. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if not already. I'll deep dive into this conflict between Blake and Justin, which is going to be scandalous trial of the year. As I already told you in my previous video, there are three pillars of the conflict. The first one, adaptation of the novel for the more mature and adult main heroes. The second one is boosted budget for all kind of costumes. And the third pillar is relations between Justin and Blake. But also, I didn't mention in my previous video that one more pillar of the conflict is the post-production promotion of the movie, which Blake used to advertise her hairs and alcohol brand of her husband. Oh, as I feel, it's absolutely wild and insane. You know, the alcohol is one of the main reasons for physical violence at home. And you're promoting alcohol while you're trying to do something with the domestic violence? I think it's something insane. And Blake used all attention, red carpets, press tour, not to speak about problems which was screened in her movie, but to promote her and her husband's brands. Isn't it too ridiculous? And again, wild. You know, during the promotion phase, actors and stars unintentionally make comments or appear in certain interviews that don't resonate well with the audience. Blake Lively began in the spotlight and heavily involved in the interviews. Has sometimes faced scrutiny for not being as aligned with the expectations of the book fans. And I'm almost shocked and I feel embarrassed. You know, I loved Blake. So I really think she's a great actress. She's very talented and very beautiful, but she has just misused her opportunity to become somebody more great and more fundamental. Will her career end up? I'm not sure. I'm not pretty sure that her career will end up. I saw a trailer with her new movie, A Simple Favor, Part 2, and I'm pretty sure that this movie will gain more attention, also because of the story, also because of this scandal, also because of this trial. And I guess that more people want to watch Blake's performing after the scandal. People will want to see what is going on with their actress. But will there be more other videos with her? Will there be more other movies with her? I guess that yes. Well, maybe not. But for now, I'm guessing that yes. But I hope that she will lose her trial with Justin. From Justin's part, it's very fair to perform all their texts and messages, even because Justin is a pro-feminist person who tries to make the impact on other men, who wants to show other men that it is possible to be non-toxic man in our modern world. You know, in Russia, in the country where I was born, men are cultivating their toxic masculinity, and they think that it's great that to be absolute and powerful man, when woman has no right to speak against men. Russian men are just promoting the idea that women should silence, and that's it. What? What do you want, Simon? Okay. He is also very impressed with this story. So, let's get back to that and let's get back to our story. And such a man as Justin, for me, looks like a hero, like somebody who could tell men how to behave in a normal way, just using men's emotions, feelings, and ambitions. Justin has become a leading voice in challenging outdated ideas about masculinity through his work in projects like the groundbreaking documentary Man Enough. Justin invites us to rethink what strength really means. At the core of Justin's message is the idea that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a superpower. By embracing emotions, openness, and empathy, he is pushing back against toxic masculinity and encouraging men to engage in honest, compassionate self-reflection. Justin Baldoni's pro-feminist movement goes beyond just talk. Through his public speaking and social media presence and thoughtful projects, he advocates for gender equality and supports the feminist cause. His approach emphasizes that true strengths come from respecting every voice, especially those of women, dismantling harmful stereotypes. Justin's effort has sparked meaningful conversations on what it means to be a man in the 21st century by encouraging vulnerability and self-awareness. But he not only challenges traditional gender norms, but also contributes to a broader cultural shift toward equity. His word has inspired countless men to embrace a more balanced, respectful approach to relationships, creating a ripple effects in both media and society. And let's return back to our movie It Ends With Up and to the press tour for promoting the film. Justin Baldoni brought his unique voice to the tour. Using his platform to redefine contemporary masculinity, he emphasized that vulnerability, empathy, and accountability are not weaknesses but essential qualities that challenge outdated stereotypes. His insights resonate deeply with audiences, sparkling conversations on how men can move away from toxic behaviors and foster healthier relationships. Baldoni's message was clear. Embracing vulnerability is a strength that not only transforms personal lives but also drives social change. His comments resonated with audiences by underscoring the need for men to embrace a more honest and compassionate approach to relationship. This perspective aligned closely with the film's themes, encouraging viewers to reconsider harmful behavior patterns and to support healthier relationship dynamics. Beyond personal reflections, Baldoni's participation helped bridge the gap between the narrative of It Ends With Us and real-world discussion on domestic abuse, by drawing parallels between the struggles depicted in the film and contemporary issues. He emphasized and addressed toxic relationship dynamics is a shared responsibility. His thoughtful commentary not only enriched the press tour's dialogue, but also extended its reach into broader cultural discussions about emotional health and social change. So Justin did his best to promote ideas of It Ends With Us. He used his platform to make the main idea of the book widely spoken. And what about Blake? She made opposite. She was seen to forget about film's promotion, about all that should actors and stars do to ensure and develop their success. Our modern world isn't that simple, it's just decades ago. Now we have social media and actors should show their involvement and support to the ideas which is shown to people in their movies, in their films, everything. even more in such delicate thing as a violence and abuse. And what do you see from Blake? Oh, she showed her too shallow, too short-sighted. Blake seemed to misunderstand which treasure she has got in the beginning, and she spent them all on dresses and scandal? Yep, she just spent all these possibilities, status and her reputation on what? On promo of her hair brand and of her husband's jean brand? Hairs and alcohol, the best choice ever. And then she showed her as very, very inconsistent and non-reliable person on whom you can't count at all. So yes, if any director needs just perfect actor, just go on, get Blake. He will do it perfectly. But if you need a partner who would also help you in creating something tremendous, just forget about her at all. And even more, Blake now is on the way of her glory and magnificence. I believe that she truly thinks that her person now is just something more than the great actress. Maybe she believed that her presence in the film is just more than enough for promotion, for support of the film. But then the trial started. Eventually, I even don't understand the case. Everything that Justin Baldoni did to support and encourage Blake, she turned out to give him back as something. So just listen. Blake tells kicking ass, but it's still a ton of work with not a ton of time. What's the chance we can do body scenes at the end of the Shalder? Justin, I'm sure you are. Honestly, there's a 1 billion moving parts to Shelter right now. I just turned it in the right, and so they are hard at work. So much of it comes down to locations and the other cast availability, etc. So to the really honest, I have no clue. I want you to know you will look amazing. Anything you are insecure about, we will talk through and get creative together and make you comfortable. I just don't want you to stress about your body. It's the last thing you need. As soon as I have a rough shoulder that's even remotely accurate, I'll share and I'll make sure the team keeps this in mind as well. So Justin, he supported her. And now, so I think Justin with Friedman, his advocate, and his records of getting this done, plus the evidence, he will most likely win this trial. Blake just fucking let her ego and greed destroy her career. Or, differently, since I bet she will settle without going public and losing a lot of money. It damaged it so badly, they both will never fully recover. Blake just damaged her and her husband's Ryan's career to the point that it would take them years to recover. If they recover, remember they played the image of their sweetest couple ever. So good and wholesome and prosperous and next door couple. And Ryan was also that good guy like Keanu Reeves. Turns out that behind the scenes they're just fucking monsters. Bullies and abusers are trying to use their influence to get what they want and brag about it. So what do you think about this all? On which side are you? On the Blake side or Justin's side? And what is your idea about their future? Subscribe, give me some thumbs, and see you in my next video. Bye.